from Utah.
All right. Question or comment?
It is a question. And as a matter of fact, it's on the same subject that you just were on. It's about the energy blocks. And first of all, it is an honor. And I don't even know, it's kind of like stumbled here, but I'm just going to lay it out. I'm going to explain a little bit of my situation and how I can really remove the energy block that I have based off what I've been understanding so far.
Okay.
Is that I do have an energy block. So I am a day trader, or at least I'm trying to become one. And I have a lot of success through practices, pretty much everything outside of the game. But when it comes to my performance inside the game, when I'm having a funded account, a live account, everything of a cycle that I'm doing good, I hit that ceiling. It's not allowing me to go to the next.
I can see it right here. First off, let me explain something, and I'm cutting you off for a reason. Everybody listening, when I meet people and I say, can I help you? Do you have a question? Yes. The first thing a person wants to do is tell me their situation and their history. Now, I'm not saying this to offend you in any way, by the way. But I want everybody to understand this. This is the first thing that will keep you in your current situation. Stop talking about your current situation. Stop talking about your past. Stop telling that story. You must stop talking about your past and stop talking about your current scene. This will keep you there. People tell their story in their own head tens of thousands of times. And I know, because when they tell me their story, it's like on autopilot. They've rehearsed it 10,000 times. Every time you think about your past and your current situation, you are reinforcing it, making it manifest again tomorrow. Because you're putting the vibration out. So let me give you the example. And I can already read your energy, so I know, and you'll know that I'm 100% true. So let's reverse the roles here. And if you say to me, you say, Kevin, do you have a question? Let's say I'm the caller. Yeah, I'm a day trader, and I want to be able to make a lot of money when I actually fund my account. That's my goal. See, that's how I would say it. I wouldn't say, Kevin, let me tell you what's happened in the past. When I don't have a funded account, when I'm just, playing with play money, I do really well. But once I fund the account, then it doesn't do well. See, now I'm explaining my current scene and explaining what has gone on in the past. 9, niet, nada. No. Bad seed. No, don't do that. And I do this, I'm saying this out of love. Everyone does it. And by the way, it's a habit. Everybody does it. So don't feel bad if you do it. You all do it. Stop it. There was a great scene. You got to get this in one of the future episodes. Bob Newhart. Stop it. There's a funny thing where he just said he's a genius psychologist, and his new therapy was just tell the person, stop it. Stop doing that. Stop. Pretty funny. We'll play that in the future. But here's the point. So don't talk about that. So anytime a person asks me a question, you should just say, what do you want? Don't focus on what you don't want. Don't tell me what you don't want. Tell me what you want. Kevin, I'm a trader. And what I want is when I fund my account and trade, I want to be very successful. That's what I want. You don't have to tell me anything else. And you shouldn't even think about anything else. Because when you think about anything else, you're bringing in what you don't want. And what you think about, you'll get. You get what you think about. When you think about what you don't want, you'll get what you don't want. Here's the answer, by the way. Well, if you were to ask me that question, I can see the energy, and this is the same for everyone, by the way, especially in trading, especially in gambling or anything like this, or any type of business venture. When you're trading on paper with no money, do you have any fear of losing any money? Of course not. There's no fear. Once you put money in the account, subconsciously, there's a fear of losing it. So the counter intention that everyone has, and it's covered in the money processes, is we go into the DNA of the parents, mother and father, and we find all of the incidences where there was fear of losing money, fear of losing material things. And it's in everyone's line, so it's something that vibrates below your conscious level of awareness in your DNA. It's there, it's everybody. And then if you go back in your history, if I would have just asked you at a one-on-one, recall an incident when you were afraid of losing something very valuable. All of a sudden it says, oh yeah, I got a ring, I got a watch, I had some playing cards. I'll tell you one with me. I wrote down, there was a stupid song, I can't even remember what the heck the name of it was, but I listened to it, I recorded it on a cassette player, and for hours I wrote down the lyrics of this. And then I rewrote it so it was all beautiful. And I brought it to school, and I had this, it took me so much time. And to me, it was very valuable. And there was this big bully who said, let me see that. And he grabbed it. And the fear of me losing that piece of paper was overwhelming. And I'll tell you how overwhelming. He ripped it up. He was about a foot taller than me. He was 3 years older than me. And guess what I did? I lost it. I went up and I punched him as hard as I can, straight with my fist, right in the nose. He went over like Goliath, right over, boom, on the ground. I was red, and I didn't stop. I jumped on top of him, and I just started bam, bam. It was like a UFC fight, and he's unconscious. I had to be pulled off him by kids. The kids couldn't get me. The teachers had to come. And they said, what did he do? He ripped my paper in half. Like, I wonder what you would have done to him if he actually, like, stole some money or something. But we all have some fear of losing. And once we start any type of business, that is a subconscious counterintention that screws us up. What we fear most will come upon us. Somebody says, well, how do I get rid of it? Well, at the end of the day, with willpower, you can do a lot of things. The only way I know that's why the money process is done in the Brotherhood. It's done in all the wealthy families. They do this. But at the end of the day, a wealthy family doesn't have fear of losing. So if you look at the DNA on the mother's side and father's side of all the ancestors of a Rockefeller, there's no fear of losing anything. So they don't have that counterintention. You and I, because we grew up, on the wrong side of the tracks, we got tons of it. That's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The rich don't have the counterintentions, and we do. So we have to get rid of it. That's what the money processes are about. And if you can't afford the money processes, if you want more information, just send us an email and we'll give you all the details. But just the Guru Kev lessons, which are free, or the nuggets of gold, these things will help soften. They don't go into the DNA and change it, but they can start softening and reducing that counterintention.